The value of studying abroad is getting to experience different cultures, having the ability to meet new people that you otherwise would not get to meet in America. There were people at this international summer school from all over the world, and going into it, I didn't know that that was going to be the case, so it was just such a surprise, and it was really interesting. I think that's the best part about studying abroad. In order to qualify for the prize, I had to write a personal statement about why I felt that I wanted to go, and I also had to submit either an essay, an academic essay, or several poems. So I opted to submit some poetry, and I tied my poems into my essay. In particular, I said that poetry had given me a voice in order to talk about things like trauma and myself as like a woman growing up and coming into womanhood. And I wrote about that, and I wrote about how important poetry had been to Yeats and Heaney, and how in their own way they use poetry as also like a platform for their voices in the same way that I advocate for myself through my poetry. I actually got to do a workshop, a poetry workshop with Joslynn, who is a well-known Irish poet. She's from Belfast, and that was really interesting. I'd never done a poetry workshop with someone who was so experienced, but getting to hear everyone's different perspectives, not just my own peers, my own age, but also getting input from people who are much older than me. I thought that was really valuable. Going to the pubs was really interesting because drinking culture in America is a lot different than drinking culture in Ireland, but it's more of like a cultural experience in Ireland. Like, they have traditional music playing, they have people coming in, like sitting in a group of 4 or 5, and they all just jam out and they play. And sometimes there are people who dance, and it was just really cool to see that. Almost every pub I went to had live music, and I thought that that was a phenomenal experience. I do want to thank Ned Liba and Carol Sims for just being such generous hosts and giving us the opportunity to study abroad, being kind, listening to our poetry, and all around just laughing a lot.